Hello, welcome to 2026. Happy New Year. Welcome officially to my YouTube page or my YouTube channel. I am Mickey, daughter of Grace, and a teens coach. Here we talk about growth, lifestyle, intentional lifestyle, and purpose for young minds. Yes, it's officially 2026. It has already started already, and as a young person, every person have a dream, a vision, or one thing or the other want to achieve as the year just got started. But most times when we have this dream or we have this vision or this plan without properly setting or without a proper goal setting, sometimes they might be breached along the line. So today I want to talk about the 5 steps or 5 simple steps to set your goals and achieve them. Remember what the Bible says in Habakkuk 2 verse 2, he said, write the vision, make it plain, and run with it. And then you agree with me that goals without, or your dreams without goals are just mere wishes, but goals gives your dream direction and makes them or makes it achievable. So number one, start with purpose and not pressure. Your goals should be from a place of purpose. Yes, it shouldn't be what your friends want to achieve or what you feel like people expect from you or what you feel is the social media standard, and then you set your goals along that line. No, it should be based on what you naturally you want to achieve, what you're passionate about, what you want to improve yourself upon. Because when your goal is born out of purpose, it's easier to achieve than pressure. You're not struggling to achieve that because it's something, as I said, something you naturally find interesting, something you know, this is what I want to achieve, this is what I'm passionate about. So you're not being pressured, you are not competing, you're not doing it out of trying to fit into other person. Is what you naturally want to do. You will agree with me that when your goal is born out of purpose, it is more easier to achieve than when it's born out of pressure. When your goal is born out of purpose and not out of trend, it is also more easier to pursue, yes, than when it's born out of trend or when it's born out of pressure. Why? Because when it's born out of purpose, you have the inner strength, the inner ability to pursue and to achieve it. But when it's born out of pressure, sometimes along the line it might lead to frustration. Along the line you can just give up or get weak towards achieving that particular goal. Number two, your goals should be achievable. Yes, what do I mean? It should be something within your age range, something that you know that you can achieve, you can pursue. Your goal should not be bet from a place of comparison, because most time the truth is that any goal it's possible to achieve depending on your age limit, depending on the level you are towards achieving that particular goal. I don't know if that makes sense. Yes, because according to your age, that's why I say your goal should be age appropriate. It should be within your level, within your circle, that thing that is achievable. You shouldn't you know that this thing will take you, let's say, 10 years for you to achieve it. Then you begin to look towards that, like at this particular age, this is what I want to achieve right now. You'll find out that it will lead to pressure, it will also lead to comparison as well. So it should be age appropriate. It should be something beyond your reach, beyond your level. I know sometimes we want to do something bigger than us, something that is a bit stretchy. Yes, in as much as that goal is a bit stretchy, but it should be something that is achievable. For example, as a student, it could be that I want to achieve good grades at the end of the term or at the end of the year. I want to come out with this result. It could be for a young person that say I want to learn a new skill, a new trade. It could also be stuff like I want to improve on myself, self or personal development. I want to build my confidence. I want to read these numbers of books. I want to do this. So it should be something that you know is achievable. Yes, and by so doing, when you begin to take little steps, you begin to improve along the line. Yes, the higher you go, the higher you have bigger goals. Number three, Write it down. Yes, remember I said earlier in Habakkuk 2 verse 2, write the vision, make it plain, and run with it. And there's this adage that said that the faintest pen is better than the sharpest memory. Yes, because when you pen down things, at any given time you come across that book or wherever it's been written, it brings a consciousness in you that, oh, there is a time I wrote this, there's something I want to achieve here. You will agree with me that a goal in your head or your mind is just a thought, but when your goal is being written on a piece of paper, it helps you to be committed to that thing. It helps you to be more disciplined towards achieving that particular thing. So always write down your goal. Yes, I'm encouraging, write down your goal so that you can always refer back to it. You can always know the right step or the next thing to do concerning that goal. For instance, I'll give example myself. As a last year when I had that plan of reading books, yes, it's not like I don't read before, or is there are still other goals apart from that, but that helps me because I had to, whenever I have a book I want to read, no matter how big it is, I'll have to pen it down, the name of the books and all that. So whenever I get so busy doing every other thing, anytime I go through my jotter, my diary again, I always see that. So it brings to my consciousness that, oh, you have a target, you have something you want to achieve this year, and it will help you towards achieving that particular thing. So it could be a different case as yours. So whatever is that plan, whatever is your goal, it's important to write it down. As you write it down, also the steps needed towards achieving that goals also can also be penned down, because there are steps you will need towards achieving your goals. And remember, goals, we have two types of goals. We have the short-term goals, we have the long-term goals. So if your goals are something that will take you a year, so there are steps. So you can also write that as steps, which lead me to number 4, which is break down these goals into smaller steps. Just as I said, there could be long-term goals you want to achieve at the end, before the end of the year, that's taking you for 1 year. You can break them down into smaller units, like monthly, it could be weekly, yes, in a way that is what achievable. So break those goals into smaller units so that it can be achievable, because most times big goals can be scary when you look at it and you're like, oh, this is going to take me a year, this is going to take me 2 years, and the rest of it can be very scary. But when it's being broken down into smaller ways, it looks more achievable. Yes, to you, that's the human mind. It looks more achievable, and it also helps your commitment towards it, because when it's that big, you can always get exhausted along the line. You can always just give up on that particular dream or on that particular goal. But when it's in that smaller unit, you can be more committed and more disciplined towards achieving it. And then this brings me to the last, which is number 5, which is always review and adjust your goal. Always review and adjust your goal. You don't wait till the end of the year. It could be weekly, it could be monthly. Always review and adjust your goal, because the truth is that we are learning, we are on a journey. Yes, growth is a journey. We're on a journey. So even your goal too is also growing. You're also growing in your goal as well. So that thing you couldn't achieve now, you take it over to the next time, it's achievable. If you couldn't achieve it this year, maybe the next 2 years is also achievable. So always review, always adjust. The ones that are not achievable, it's okay to carry them over. As I said earlier, it's okay, because we are learning and we are growing. The truth is that there's so much God has deposited in you, so much dreams, big dreams, vision, and so much great things, potential God has deposited in us. And for us to be able to achieve these goals or this dream, it requires proper planning and proper setting. Yes, so to this, I've come to the end of this episode. So do well to subscribe, like, and share. Yes, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you, and see you next